finally spring is here. We say that every year. This year was tough on us because we had so much snow. Snow here, everywhere. What a complete mess. But it finally all melted. And look at this. Everything is just starting to bloom just slightly. Yeah, it's the first sign of spring. And you know what the first sign of spring is? When everything starts coming up like this. Tulips, hyacinths, and even the rhododendron start budding. Well, look at this. The tulips are just starting to crest up above the ground, okay? And also the hyacinths are just starting to crack above the ground. But the daffodils are blooming in a good way here. But did you ever want to know those bulb packs that you actually grow in your yard that you plant in the fall? How do they make them? Where do they come from? And what do they look good with as far as color? Well, you know something? I always dreamt about, with Christine, to go out and see, yes, see the Netherlands, where they grow tulips just for the bulbs in those little, small little packets that you buy or you ship them over here. Well, you know something? Guess what? Let's make my dream and Christine's dream come true. Let's go see how and where this most beautiful area in the world is, the Netherlands. Let's go right now. Now, so look at this. These are daffodils, and these are grown in the garden. Well, yeah, they grow the actual bulbs in the Netherlands, in the same place where all the bulbs are, the tulips, the hyacinths. I so want to know, in greenhouses and millions of acres of fields where they grow them. Once again, I'll say it for the second time, on the other side of the world, I want to see how they grow them. Let's go.
I've got a mule, her name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal.
If you look right there, there's thousands and thousands of bicycles down there. We're in downtown Amsterdam right now, and the sun is just starting to crest up here. And it's 7 a.m. and it's rush hour. As you see, just like everywhere else, it's commuter time. And here comes a commuter train right now. Look at the color. Look at the color of these tulips. Many varieties in there. A beautiful day to be on the river cruise. And there is the heart of the town right there. And that is a shuttle that takes you from that point over to that point, and it's free every day until 10 o'clock at night. And if you look up high up there, way up on the top of that building, you pay $35 and they got swings, and you can swing right off of the building side to side. And there is downtown Amsterdam. And right now it's just about 73, and it's in the PM right now. Should be dusk in about 4 hours.
When we traveled abroad, since we didn't have a country, people said, "Where are you from?" And they would say Holland, because this is where they built most of those ships back in our golden age. And so even us, when we go abroad, we don't bother to say the Netherlands. We just go Holland, because nobody knows the Netherlands. So that's sort of how it is. And we actually border with Germany, and we border with Belgium. So these are our two borders. So let's say on our western coast we have the ocean, and then further northeastern we have Germany. North towards the east we have Germany. On the south we have Belgium, which used to be our country, you see, but they didn't like us very much. So in 1830 they split from us, and then we became the Kingdom of the Netherlands. And actually we became the Kingdom of the Netherlands in 1815 after Napoleon was sent packing. There was a congress or a treaty called the Congress of Vienna, and today presently Belgium, Luxembourg and our country would have been one country. But due to political and economic interests, Belgium wanted to separate from us, so they separated in 1830, and then they that it used to be the former research center of Shell Road Dutch Petroleum. But today you can go to the very top and you can see there's some swings on the very top of it, and if you want to get an adrenaline rush, for 35 euros they'll swing you off the top of the building. Yeah. And yeah, we're almost there, huh? The white building here to your left is the Palace of Justice, and if you're found guilty, they throw you off the top of the roof into the water. Silly joke. So we'll give you a little view over here.
Look at this, another beautiful day in Amsterdam. We're walking over the little bridge here, and if you see the people and the bicycles and a lot of traffic, this is going to be an amazing day here. Let's go out there and see what else we can find in the garden. This is how they get rid of all the waste on all the small little boats. Food, everything gets recycled. And that's recycling at its finest. The plastics, the food, and then all the bottles. And that's just one day. Here comes another commuter for free boat, and it's filled to capacity. And it goes side to side, and it is becoming rush hour.
All of our groups to be there together because we have to go all in one, try and go in 2 by 2.
farthest south. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Get up, damn mule, here comes the luck. We'll make Rome about 6 o'clock. One more trip and back we'll go, right back home to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, for we come into a town. And you always know your neighbor, you always know your pal, if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, for we come into a town. And you always know your neighbor, you always know your pal, if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. If you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. If you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. If you ever navigated on the Erie
Because in the last year of the Second World War, here people were starving, people needed to eat tulip bulbs, and they were freezing because they couldn't get proper heating. So they came to this area because sadly no one lived there anymore, so they dismantled everything that was made of wood to keep themselves warm. Okay, so Jordi has taken us to the dancing houses. Close that, Jordi?
Yes,
So here, to the left of the boat, we will see, in front of those couple of boat houses, you will see these dancing houses. We're talking about typical Amsterdam houses that seem as if they were dancing. And you will see now why. Note that we call them boat houses, floating houses. You must have noticed that some boat houses are really a boat that became a house, and some boat houses are just floating houses, and if you see their construction, it's almost like a mobile house that has been installed on water. We have always had housing problems in Amsterdam. There's never enough space for everyone who wants to live here. So in the 70s, they gave permits so people could live on the water, but they don't give those permits anymore because otherwise we wouldn't be able to enjoy the water for recreation as we are doing now, because this is also important. So there, dancing houses, and I know maybe too much. Yes, nice, right? So what's up with this? I'm sorry, I shouted. I'm trained to talk without a microphone. Well, maybe this would be too ambitious, but so what's the situation here? Remember?
These are hyacinths. They smell strongly, very nice. More in 3 o'clock. As you can see, you're not far off, so you might want to start getting those quiet boxes ready. Once we get out of the bus, I'll switch. This morning I don't have channel. Yeah, you see the windmills? The windmill, sorry, the blades of the windmill, straight ahead on the right. So I was here 2 weeks ago, and there was nothing here yet. It went really, really fast. We are very lucky. So as I was saying, no rush, but when we get out of the bus, we will start getting onto the quiet boxes. I think it was channel 6 this morning. Maybe we'll stick to that, channel 6.